Good morning, I'm Susan Bushell from freeyoremotions.com. I'm an energy therapist based in Guelph, Ontario. I wanted to speak with you a little bit today about how we work with limiting beliefs from an energy psychology perspective. So often we spend so much time and energy hoping that others will change, the world will change, others' perspective of us will change, when in actual fact we have all the power inside of us to change how we feel about ourselves, so that if we don't feel good enough, if we don't feel worthy, if we don't feel like we deserve something, if we feel like we sabotage ourselves and get in our own way all the time, if we have beliefs about our value, our lovability, our ability to manufacture, manifest, or create what we want in life, that's what holds us back. It's not really the world out there. The world out there, our life circumstances, our family culture when we were growing up, that definitely created those initial feelings and those initial belief systems. I'm just not good enough. I can't get ahead. Nobody's ever going to love me enough. I'm not important enough. Those things begin in our early years. But because they're trauma-based belief systems, and they're not genuine to the way that we're really meant to live in the world and the way that we're meant to feel about ourselves, they're a trauma energy that gets stuck in our body and ultimately stuck in our nervous system. But the lovely thing is that if you know how to tap on acupressure points, if you know how to do tapping, otherwise known as EFT, emotional freedom techniques, then you can actually move from a limiting belief, being very hardwired in, and have a cognitive shift happen sometimes just within an hour. So for example, this morning I was working with someone who didn't feel important to her family. She didn't feel that she was important enough, and i.e. that she was loved enough for people to help her and to make her a priority. And she knows she can't change her family. She knows that they've done as much as they can, but she's still holding on to that. And it was very much keeping her hiding in the world, keeping her playing small. And that was affecting her life in many ways. So as we work with these beliefs that I'm not important enough, I'm not loved enough, and we actually felt where that feeling was in her body and dissipated and tapped on it until the nervous system calmed right down. And she could no longer feel like she could really believe and own that belief. It just felt very faint, far away, not really connected to her anymore. That's the key. So she's freed herself from how she feels about that. And that's so empowering. No one in her family needs to change. Her perspective about herself is the only thing that needs to shift. And it's very freeing. It can be a little scary too. So you have to tap on the fear of change, of course. Oh my God, I'm finally going to start to believe in myself. I'm going to feel good about myself. I'm going to feel like I'm enough, and I'm going to start getting out there in the world. I'm going to be more visible. And so any discomfort or fears or worries about any of that also has to be calmed. And then we find ourselves going out and sharing what we're here to do, what our calling is. We start sharing that far more comfortably and with ease. It's no longer a struggle. And if there is a struggle, there's something still in the way. It's not completely dissipated, or there's another limiting belief that's kind of holding it in place. Okay. Good. Wonderful to speak with you this morning. We've got a real good wind going here at the office, so you might hear my windows rattling a little bit in the background, and my apologies on the audio for that. But tap on limiting beliefs. That's the message. Susan Bushell, energy therapist, freeyoremotions.com. Bye for now.